Good morning, friends. Happy October. It's October 5th right now, Saturday. It's, I don't know, 7:30 or so in the morning. I don't know what this hair wants to do. It's like, it doesn't want to land either side. Anyway, I'm getting ready for the day. We have a very fun day ahead of us. And I think this is probably just going to be, yeah, you know what? It's going to be a day vlog. I was not sure if I was going to do like a little like weekend vlog, but we don't really have much going on tomorrow. And I need to get caught up on a lot of things tomorrow. So, it's going to be a little day vlog. So Spencer right now, it's like, I don't know, hunting season here, I guess the first day. I don't know, archery maybe? I don't follow that. I don't know. But he's at his parents' house doing that right now. I think he's going to get home around 9 and then he's going to get ready and we're going to head out to about like an hour away from here. There's this big fall festival that a town has that we go to every year with friends. So we're going to that and it's huge and it's chaotic. I'm gonna try to get some clips of it. It's like a vendor fair, you know, like it's a fall festival, I guess. And they have like a bunch of craft vendors and like food trucks and stuff like that. It's cute. So we're gonna go there for a couple hours and then we have tickets for a pierogi festival tonight at a brewery, winery, distillery, I don't know. It has all of those things. There's like a building that's a winery, a building that's a distillery, a building that's a brewery, all in like one location, you know? But this weekend they have a pierogi festival. And if you know, pierogies are one of my favorite foods. Pierogies and sushi, I love them. So we have that going on tonight. And that also apparently has like over 30 craft vendors at it. I love craft vendors. It's like nothing I love more than to just walk around at little like craft fairs and I just love it. So I'm very excited for today. I'm gonna try my best to do some vlogging, but with being with like friends, you know, I get kind of weird about it. So if anything, it'll probably be like a lot of B-roll clips and then at the end of the video I'll probably do like a small haul of like what I got, you know. But right now I'm getting ready for the day. I'm drinking some, what is this? Emergency, because there's like a lot of people in my life that are getting sick right now. And I don't want that. I don't want to get sick. So I'm chugging some of this right now. I've got like an hour and a half to kill before Spencer even gets home. So I'm trying to like slow my roll. I tend to do that. I get like over excited about things and then I get ready super early and then I like sit around and I'm like, okay, like I'm ready to go. I also need to take my dogs over to their grandpa's for the day. They're just gonna be there for the day so they're not cooped up in the house all day. But that'll be exciting for them. They haven't been over there in a while. But yeah, I guess that's it. I'll probably chat with you guys when I'm done getting ready. Yeah. See you in a bit. Hello friends. I've actually decided I'm going to do an actual like talk through of my makeup because I think in the last like couple videos I've done like sped through clips of me doing my makeup or like a voiceover. And I've never actually like talked through it, and not that like anybody asked for this or cares, but I like makeup and I like talking about makeup and doing makeup, so yeah, we're gonna do it together, I guess. I use the Power Grip e.l.f. setting spray, but I use it like as a primer and then I do use it as a setting spray. But have I done this before? Like, have I actually talked through this? I don't know if I have. Maybe I have. I don't know. Well, whatever, we're doing it again. And then I saw a clip, wow, that like got my eye. I saw a clip of someone going in with concealer first over top of like blemishes and then on top of that doing like their foundation. So I have been doing that, and I mean, I haven't really noticed much difference, but I'm sure it is different. I don't know. I just do that, looking a little crazy, and then just blend that, obviously. Oh man, this camera is like right in my light. Okay. My skin has been acting pretty okay recently. I did get a new cleanser from La Roche-Posay. I don't know how to say that. And it's like it's almost like an oily. I use it as my first cleanse, and then I go in with my like acne cleanser afterwards. But I have noticed significant, like, my skin just feels a lot softer and like plumper, I guess. I get very dry skin in the winter time, so I'm excited to see if this helps in the colder months. I'll have to like show you guys what I'm talking about. And then I go in with Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Skin Tint, and I do think I need to get a lighter shade. This was like my summer shade, which I don't even know what shade this is, but it's getting a little too dark for me, but I haven't done it yet. So, and I try not to do too much of this because I don't like a lot of shit on my face. So just do that, and then I can go back in and spot conceal if I need to. Is this what I normally use? I don't know. Feels like it's feels like it's falling apart because it is falling apart. Oh, that's fine. These are just like cheap brushes off of Amazon. I'm gonna have to move you guys. I apologize. Oh, but that's so much better for me, at least. Okay. I don't worry too much about my forehead because I have bangs. And I don't like putting a lot on my forehead because I have bangs and it like gets greasy and weird. So now I think I need to spot conceal a little area. So I'm just gonna go in and do that real quick. Well, right there on my nose. Okay, do I need to do any more? I'm gonna do a little bit under my eye. Since Spencer, he stayed at his parents last night since they had to get up so early, and when he's not here, I don't sleep well. So I did not get much sleep, but that's all right. Just have many cups of coffee today. It's gonna be a long day, I fear. So I'm gonna probably struggle later. Okie dokie. Now, I recently got a new cream blush because I'm in my cream blush era. I have this one from Kaja. It's grapefruit gelato. Then I also picked up this really bright blushing berry one from Milani because I wanted like a brighter one, I guess. I don't know which one I want to use. I kind of want to use the Milani. We're gonna go with Milani. Okie dokie. I say okie dokie a lot. I gotta stop. I gotta stop that. I think this is a putty blush from e.l.f. I normally go in with my cream blushes with this, but because this is so pigmented, I don't think I want to do that. I'm gonna see if it works with this little guy. Like, I feel like I want it to be a little bit more like in a very designated area, you know? Ooh. Oh gosh. Oh, that is blushing, that's for sure. I'm gonna probably go back over it with my foundation brush. kind of like make it not so bright. Okay, that's not bad. It is not bad. Same over here. I'm gonna just kind of wipe some of that off, I think. And I like to like bring it up on my temples. I feel like that's like a trend right now. I mean, that's where I got it, was on the internet, obviously. But I feel like a lot of people are doing that, and then I bring it up on my nose. Fun stuff. And I'm gonna go back over that with foundation brush. Okay, I like it. It's very creamy, that's nice. Then I'm gonna go over that with Wet n Wild's Mellow Wine powder blush. I feel like with this lighting it just makes my whole face look red, but I promise you it's pretty designated. Okay, blush is done. Now I am gonna go in with my crusty dusty Stila highlighter and just do that. Now I'm gonna go in with powder. I really like this Wet n Wild Photo Focus loose powder. It's what I've been using since college. I enjoy it. I go pretty heavy on the forehead because it's still kind of warm here and I don't want my forehead getting like greasy, you know? So I do kind of pack it on on the forehead. But then I lightly put it kind of on my T-zone where I get the most oily. Brows. I've just been using this e.l.f. palette, this brown color, and I just go in. I don't really care about my brows too much. I've never really cared about them. Honestly, I really need to pluck them, but meh. Maybe someday. So I've been thinking a lot about dyeing my hair again, but I'm trying to talk myself out of it because I finally got it. This is like my natural hair color. I used to put henna on my hair for, God, like 4 years. And I had like red hair. For most of my 20s, I had red hair, or I dyed my hair red. And for a lot of those years, it was with henna. Which, if you don't know, henna like almost is like a permanent dye, and it takes forever to get it out of your hair. And I do have like, especially in like certain lighting, it looks like I have like red hair, but it's definitely not red. It's like a brown color, but I think it's like a warm brown. But it took, oh my God, I don't know. I'm 31 now. I stopped putting henna on my hair when I was, oh my gosh, 2018. How old was I in 2018? I don't know. I stopped then, and it finally, I feel like after like these last couple years, it finally, like I've noticed it finally like going away. My hair also grows very slow, very, very slow. At the beginning of this year, I got my hair cut up to, oh my God, now it makes it look like it hasn't grown at all. It's probably grown like 1.5 inches since I got my hair cut back in like March, I think is when I like chopped like 6 inches off of it. My hair just grows so slow. Okay, brows are done. It's good enough for me. Now, I did put chapstick on, but I'm gonna put a little more chapstick on just because I'm gonna be using a stain that I noticed kind of dries out my lips. For the eyes, what do I want to do? I think I'm just gonna do my typical like orangey. I'm trying to use palettes that I like never reach for. We're gonna use this, what is it, Getting Fresh from ColourPop. Oops. And like these like more like orangey shades. And I don't do anything fancy. I just go all over the lid. I usually just do one eyeshadow and I'll go over like a couple layers and then I'll try to like build it up more in the crease just to like add more depth, I suppose. I don't really know what I'm talking about. I just get all my lingo and jargon from YouTube, so. This is kind of fun just sitting here talking to myself. It's like I'm chatting with friends. It's fun. None of my friends live around here. So I don't really have friends around here. I have a friend that lives in California, a friend that lives clear across the state, a friend that lives 3 hours away, and those are like that's like my group of friends, you know. I'm like the only one that stuck around. I think that's it for eyeshadow. Just an orange eyeshadow. And then I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal Infallible eyeliner in brown. And just gonna tight line real quick. It kind of bums me out that it's gonna be in the 70s today, which is still like, that's like warm for us still. Cause I really wanted to, you know, like hone in on the fall vibes. And I have a pumpkin jacket I want to wear, but it's gonna be too hot for that. All right, tight lining is done. Now I'm gonna just do like a little wing, I think. I've got hair in my eye. Just a little wing. I really like this eyeliner. It's very easy to use, I think. I tried getting back into like liquid liner, but it was very difficult for me to use. I was like I think I just need to be able to like make it messy and then smudge it, you know? That's like the deal with this guy. It does not have to look nice. And then when you smudge it out, it like somehow looks nice. So, but they are never even, that's for sure. Okay, and then I just go over top of that with a brown eyeshadow, just to kind of like set it, I guess. Wow, there's something in my eye. I'm just gonna take like a little skinny brush, I guess, and go in just a brown and just go over top of that. Good enough. And then for the inner corners, I'm just gonna go back in with this and just hit it. Now, I'm gonna go in with mascara. Do you guys still dress up for Halloween? We did not last year. I don't even think we did anything. I don't even think we carved pumpkins last year. Last year was just like it was just not a great like seasonal year for me. I like could have cared less about any of the holidays. This year though, we're going as, Spencer's going as Wirt, I'm going as Greg from Over the Garden Wall. This same place, like the Pierogi Festival we're going to today, they do like Halloween walks. A couple of them every year, so we're gonna try to get tickets for one of those. But yeah, Spencer, I didn't like make him watch, but I wanted to watch Over the Garden Wall this year. I used to watch it like every fall, and then when we started dating, I kind of stopped. I don't know why. I just hadn't watched it in years, and I just wanted to watch it again. And Spencer really enjoyed it, so we're gonna go as two brothers, step brothers, but brothers. So I'm Greg because I have much more of a Greg personality and I'm short and kind of chubby. Whereas Spencer is a little more serious, and he's tall and lanky. He's not really lanky, he's muscular, but he's tall, so. All right, first layer done. I go in with just a L'Oreal telescopic and waterproof. It has to be waterproof. My eyes get so like runny. And then on top of that, I just do a Maybelline Falsies lash lift. I don't know, I just do. Does it do much? No, but it's like routine now, you know. And I don't put anything on my lower lashes just because my eyes do like smudge a lot and I'm always touching my effing face. So it just smudges. Okay, eyes are done. I think for lips, do I want to try to do this? I was gonna wear this Palladio lip stain in Mocha, but I just feel like it makes my lips really crusty. And I don't want to have to deal with that all day. So, down in my purse, my like everyday lip is the Clinique Black Honey like lip stuff. So I will definitely be wearing that. So I think I'm just gonna put a lip liner on now and just probably wear that today. Okay, lip liner is on. I'll put lipstick on later when I go downstairs, but I'm gonna do something with this hair and I need to do my bangs yet. So I'll see you guys when I'm done. Hello. I am trying to decide what I want to wear. It's supposed to be up to 68 today, which I thought was going to be in the 70s, so that's nice. 68 is like enough for me to justify wearing a long sleeve shirt. Still, I don't think I'll be wearing a jacket. I might take it. But I think I'm going to wear this red, just an Eddie Bauer long sleeve, with some jeans. Now, I had surgery last Friday and I have stitches, and this will be the first like day where I wear jeans, and I'm a little nervous because it's wildly uncomfortable, and the last like my whole work week this past week I've had to wear sweatpants, which has been pretty great, but where like the surgical site is located makes it like incredibly difficult to wear like a bandage over it. It's on like the inside of my thigh, if we want to get personal. Inside of my thigh, like the upper inside of my thigh. So and it's like a incision with stitches and it just sucks. So I gotta figure out how to comfortably like wrap, or not wrap, but bandage it. This is all probably like not gonna make it into the vlog because it's probably too much TMI, but I gotta figure that out because I am not wearing sweatpants today. I want to like dress cute, and I just got these boots. Oh my gosh, let's chat about boots real quick. I have been wanting these particular boots for the last 2 winters. They've been on Sorrel's website, but I like couldn't justify spending $180 on them. But they were on sale this year because I think they're like now out of style or out of season, or not out of season, but like out of style, I guess. So I got these for $80. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I love chunky heeled boots like this, and I've been looking at these for years, but I just couldn't justify the price. But $80, I could justify the price for $80, and they're like so well made. Oh, I'm so excited about these, and I really wanted to wear them today, but I just feel like that's like a bit much, you know. It's not quite cold out yet. That's kind of like the predicament I'm in. I'm gonna wear a long sleeve turtleneck shirt and then sandals. Like, I don't know. I don't know what shoes to wear today, but We'll figure it out. I'm about to head out to take the dogs over to their grandpa's. Are we going to grandpa's? Are we gonna go to grandpa's? They love going to grandpa's. But this is a jacket. I was talking about my little pumpkin one that I really want to wear. There's like pumpkins on it, little sunflowers. I just worry it's gonna get too hot for that later, but I'm gonna wear it now. And I don't love wearing like jean on jean, but that's all right. So let's go take the dogs to grandpa's. Hi friends, just dropped dogs off at their dad's. I also just got, this is probably the coat I'm gonna wear today. It's a old LL Bean that I got off of eBay, but I originally ordered this very similar coat. It's like their updated version. It was on sale and I ordered it in a petite medium, but it was huge on me, which is strange because I'm not normally as small. And it was really, really big. Like the sleeves were really long and it was just really boxy. So I returned it, ordered a petite. No, I think I just ordered a small. I didn't even order a petite small. But it was on back order until like the end of October, beginning of November. So I went on eBay and I just looked up LL Bean chore coat. And this is not the exact same, like the one I wanted had a flannel line, so it was a little warmer. This one is just like a cotton fabric. But other than that, it's very similar. And it just looks like this. It's just, I feel like a very perfect fall coat. I think I'm gonna wear this chore coat today. I probably won't wear it much of the day because it is supposed to get up to almost 70 degrees, but I don't know what I was gonna say. Oh, we have a very exciting marketplace pickup that just happens to be at a neighboring town to the fall festival we're going to. So we're gonna stop there first. We're getting this Lord of the Rings like cassette, I don't know, collection, I guess, for $5, which I'm sure if you've seen any of my previous videos, we collect like Lord of the Rings things, or Tolkien more specifically. So Spencer found that yesterday and the gentleman is holding them for us. So we're gonna stop there first. Then I think we're gonna go to this really cute cafe that we've been to before. And then we're gonna go to the fall festival. And then we're gonna go to the pierogi festival. My goals for today, since my dad is watching my dogs, I told him I'd try to find him some like good, like baked goods, you know. I wanna get some mums for our porch and probably some pumpkins. And I wanna keep my eye out for things for Spencer for Christmas and his birthday. This year, I think we're gonna try to do as much local, thrifted, or like handmade things. Did you just hear that? Spencer just burped very loud. So we're gonna try to do as much like thrifted, handmade, like, or like homemade, not necessarily by us, but like homemade things we find at like craft fairs. So I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled for that, and if I have to stray from the group to buy him some stuff, I will. We're trying not to spend like a lot of money from Amazon or like big box sellers. One, we just don't need anything, and we're trying to go to Disney. Not trying, we are going to Disney, so we want to like save money for that. But yeah, we don't, there's like nothing that I need or want, you know. But I love homemade like knickknacks, so, and so does Spencer. So, or like vintage things, we really like that kind of stuff. Anyway, those are the goals for today. I will check in with you guys later. Good morning, everybody. It is 7 o'clock on the dot, Sunday morning. It's so cold this morning. I was not intending on filming today, but I did not film much yesterday. The whole, like, both events we went to yesterday were kind of a bust. The festival we went to was extremely busy this year, which last year rained and like stormed a little, so it was not as busy last year. This year it was the most beautiful weather. It was perfect, but because of that, it was so busy. I feel like I like blacked out and didn't even really look at any of the vendors because it was just like you couldn't go into a tent. There were so many people, over 300 vendors. It was insane. So the only thing I got there is dog treats. I got a ostrich trachea, which I'm gonna cut this up and make like a bunch of treats out of it. Some skin, alligator skin, I think. And I just got these from, there was like a vendor who was selling them. And anytime I see something like interesting for the dogs, I do just pick them up just so they can try something different. And then I got just chicken feet because that's just something that they love. So that's all I got. We were there for like 3 hours and I only got dog treats. And then the pierogi festival was also kind of a bust. And that's just because I think this venue, or I don't know what you want to call it, this brewery, I don't think they realized the turnout they were gonna have. So like the lines were long, they had bad service, so a lot of their vendors couldn't use their card readers, and a lot of people didn't bring cash to this event because in the email it said they preferred card, and it was just kind of a bust. So I did not end up getting any pierogies. Spencer only got, he got how many? 8 pierogies at one tent. They had like 5 tents set up. You're supposed to go to each tent and get either 4 or 8 pierogies, but the lines were so long that we only waited in one line, and that line, both pierogies had a meat in it, so I did not get any pierogies. But we did have a lot of drinks, and like I had wine, and my wine was good. But to say that, Spencer did bring cash with him, so he did give me some cash so I could buy just some cute little things from this one vendor. Got this little ornament from one of the vendors. It's just a pierogi. And then this other vendor, I felt so bad because I had a bunch of stuff that I wanted to purchase, and when I went to go ring them up, they had like their card reader and everything, and they were like, oh, sorry, we can't take card right now because we don't have enough service to, or like the Wi-Fi was so bad there that like there were so many people trying to use Wi-Fi that they like just couldn't connect to it. So then Spencer gave me cash, so I bought this little pierogi cookie. But the lady, the vendor that I went and saw, she was so like nice. Like if I were that vendor, because who knows how much they had to pay to vend there. If I were that vendor and like I missed a ton of sale opportunities because I couldn't use a card reader because the service was bad, I would be so upset. But she was just like, it sucks, but it is what it is, and she was just so happy just to be there. It was nice. Then I also just got from this vendor a pin that says Proud Swiftie because I just thought it was really cute. Can you even see that? Hopefully that focused. And then the last thing I got was just a sticker of a white cat with a pierogi because, where's he at? Oh, hi Lynn. I do have a white cat named Leroy, so I just thought that was fitting. This is Lydia. Hi. Hi. Say hi. She was just playing in the water dish. Her paws are all wet. Okay, so the plan for today, I'm about to make myself a little latte. If you can't tell, behind me is an absolute disaster because I've started sewing for some craft fairs that my mom and I have coming up. We have one this month, one in November, and one in December as of right now. So I'm trying to get more like fall colors going. So I only sew like these tote bags. This is actually the first one that I've decided to start like quilting it or making it like look quilted. So I have this one done. I'm working on a larger one, a larger tote bag at the moment. Do you smell your treats? Do you want a treat? Okay, what do you want? Do you want... Anyway, I'm working on a larger tote bag at the moment. Then I have some bookmarks that I've made in like kind of more fall, winter colors, because right now all of my like products are very like summer and spring colored. Okay, that was the wrong move to give them that. And then I have just these little like baskets that I'm making. That's all I have so far, so I really need to try to crank out some more stuff. I do have a lot cut. I just need to sew. So that's on the agenda today. I want to film my September reading wrap up. I have not done that yet. And we just need to run to the store and get some groceries and whatnot. And I'm doing laundry. It's just like a catch-up day because we were gone all day yesterday. So I guess I'm just gonna get started and I'll try to remember to film when I can. Hi everyone. I forgot that I have this sunflower that I need to harvest. I hung it for a couple weeks to dry out, like to let the seeds dry out. It's time now to harvest them. I have a baking sheet with parchment paper. I preheated the oven to 200 degrees and then you want to let them bake for I think 3 hours, and you kind of want to like toss them occasionally. We're gonna use Slap Your Mama. This is Spencer and I's favorite seasoning. I was gonna say something else. Oh, while these bake, Spencer will be home, but I'm gonna go buy some mums for our porch and get some groceries and stuff like that. So I want to get this started because I keep forgetting to do this and I don't want them to go bad. So let's go. Hi friends, Weechy and I here. Hi Weech. I just got done filming my September reading wrap up. I'm gonna try to just get that edited and uploaded today. That's what I'm doing now. I'm gonna edit. Before that, I decorated. You okay? I decorated our front porch. Spencer and I went to the store this morning and I got a bunch of mums and pumpkins and stuff like that. The sunflower seeds are in the oven now. I think they have an hour left. So I will definitely let you guys know how those turn out. Hey, my baby. This is our thing we like to do on Sundays, is to just snuggle on the couch. But yeah, as of right now, I'm just gonna hang out on the couch and do some editing. And I have a lot of YouTube I want to get caught up on. What are you smelling? So I will talk to you guys probably in a couple hours whenever I don't know, get around to doing something else. So see you in a bit. Sunflower seeds are done. I just tried one and they're good. They taste like sunflower seeds. What is that? Oh, now I think I'm going to go sit out on our porch. It is beautiful out. Beautiful out. It's pretty hot out actually. So I think I'm gonna take my iPad out and I'm gonna do some editing. I want to do some reading. I started a reread of Lord of the Rings, and that's the only thing I want to read now. So I'm gonna just continue reading that. I'm gonna see if I can take Louis out with me. He is very protective, so if someone walks past the house, he like wigs out. But I want like the dogs to be outside, so I think I'm gonna see if he'll just relax out on the porch with me. But other than that, I think I'm done with this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was somewhat interesting to watch. I honestly don't even really remember what I filmed. So I think I'm going to film next weekend's, like a vlog next weekend as well, because Spencer and I are gonna go to Kinzu Dam. They're closing it, I think in November. They're gonna be closing it for construction for like 2 years. So hopefully if it's nice next weekend, it'll be like the perfect fall, like all the leaves should be changing and should be beautiful. So we're gonna do that next Saturday. So I'm gonna film that. Filming like weekend vlogs are just fun. It's fun to like have the memories of doing things. Even if like nobody watches them, I watch them and it's just fun. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's probably all you're gonna see of me for the rest of this vlog. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.